my God, it's you!
I missed
friend.
you. How are you?
How's everything? I'm good.
You know, I'm just at home.
That's
my,
how it is.
Right, I'm in my llama pajamas.
Llama pajamas, I love that. Your hair's not that wet, by the way. It's not that
Okay,
wet.
it's because, so I literally don't know how to blow dry my hair, because I'm kind of crazy about, like, damaging it and stuff, and I'm like, because I have to do, like, photo shoots and whatever, and they have to do stuff to my hair, so if I don't have to, I, like, won't. So I was like, we were messaging this morning, I was like, do I have to wash my hair for this Instagram live? Like, I don't know. And then the last minute, I was like, I need to do it, I just have to, like, I'm gonna feel, like, weird if I don't. And then my hair was, like, wet, but I just, like, got in front of my space heater and just like let it dry.
There you go. That's a way to do it. I mean, might not be the best way.
Right.
I was hoping you were gonna shower. I thought the people wanted to see the truth.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Like maybe a week ago.
This is pretty much it. I'm in my llama pajamas. What more do you want? But the funny thing is too, like, I started calling my little space heater my emotional support robot, because now that we're social isolating, I'm like having that little heater and like putting my arm around it. It's kind of like my only semblance of human connection. So no, I'm kidding. I'm with my mom, so I'm not like alone, but
Well, it's still good though. And then it's funny. I'm never usually overdressed, but now look at me. I'm actually overdressed for something. So I appreciate that.
Wait, I'm confused. You're at this. Where are you? You're at the station.
Yeah, I'm in the studio.
But like no one's around, right? 6 feet apart.
Oh, there's more than 6 feet. I got basically the whole building to myself.
So. Oh, okay. Good.
I am alone. I don't have llama pajamas, and I'm all by myself.
Well, it's really funny because I had a dream last night that I was like with people and there was like a party, but I was like really stressed out because I was like, you have to stay 6 feet away from me and from each other. And I was like, I woke up this morning and I was like, that happens to me all the time with food because I'm allergic to gluten and dairy. So like I'll always wake up and be like, oh my God, why did I say no to that like ice cream or whatever in my dream last night? Like, it's a dream. It's not going to hurt me. So I woke up and I was like, I couldn't even hug someone in my dream last night. Like,
Did you see the video of that guy in Italy who made himself like he looked like a plate?
Yes.
He still made it the gripper though. He looked like an idiot. That was a little bit much.
Didn't he? Somebody had the gripper, right?
Well, he needed it. He needed it because basically he gave himself
like, how do you...
He couldn't reach anything.
I mean, he kind of is pretty smart.
So are people on the West Coast actually abiding by the quarantine rules? Because people kind of play it loose and fast over here.
Do they? Well, I mean, I don't know. Let's see. I have been quarantined. Okay, so I should say I kind of started the whole social isolation thing a little earlier than we were mandated to because my mom has pre-existing conditions and like, in general, we just wanted to be like better safe than sorry. So we actually got out of the heart of the city and went like just to stay with family, like out closer towards like Northern California. But so that's been a relief. So I'm not like in the city itself. And also since I like isolated myself earlier, I have no idea what's going on. My friends tell me it's like eerily quiet everywhere. But then another friend in the Bay Area, like in San Francisco, said that, like, they finally, after days, were like, we have to get out of the house. They went for a walk. They were like, the park is crowded. What is going on? So I don't know. I think it just depends. But I think day by day, people are starting to take it more seriously.
I hope so, because like you said, in your case, that whole hashtag with this hashtag stay home, you're doing that for your mom, who, like you said, has a pre-existing condition. And that's the thing. People just worry about themselves. Like, oh, I'll be fine. I'm young, this, that, and the other thing. But then you bring it home.
But it's not true anymore. Right. Well, and also now people are saying that it's like more dangerous, for younger people than they originally thought. So it's just,
it's crazy to me. Like, what are we being asked to stay home and watch Netflix? Like, poor us.
Exactly. Well, I don't actually have good enough internet to stream anything here.
Stop it.
So I swear. So I'm having like, I'm okay, but it's really interesting because everyone's like, oh, you should binge this show. You should. I'm like, I physically can't, but thanks.
Well, because I was going to ask you if you watched Tiger Kingdom yet. Tiger King, that show.
I don't even know what that is.
It's insane. So it's a whole bunch of different like people that own like big cat zoos, like lions, tigers, and it's not even what you think. The lions and tigers are basically like secondary characters. They got this guy Joe Exotic, who's insane. This one lady might have murdered her husband. I don't want to give anything away, but you got to see it when you get Wi-Fi back to 2020.
Exactly right. I know. I'm like I'm not just like isolated. I'm like isolated from the internet. It's very weird. So I can't move from this room because luckily like my room has the best Wi-Fi. So or not Wi-Fi even, but cell service. So but I can't like It will cut off if I try to move this room.
Don't even breathe too hard. You know, if you breathe too
Right.
hard, you might mess it up too. So.
Oh, I just touched my face, but I'm not around people, so it's fine. I just need to qualify that.
If you turn blue, it's only because you don't want the signal to drop. So just so people
Right,
know,
exactly.
that's why.
It's not shortness of breath.
So what about DVDs? You're telling me you don't have Harry Potter, the whole entire set on DVD to watch at least?
Well, I'm more of an audiobook person, I have to say, even when it comes to Harry Potter, actually, especially when it comes to Harry Potter, that's like how I experience them the best. But this app called Blinkist is literally my life, which is like 15-minute, like really detailed summaries of nonfiction books. So, and they give you like a free daily book every day, so you can like learn about something new that you might not have normally decided to read. And it's like super quick and easy and just like fun. You can read it or listen to it. So that's what I've been doing. But I also like can't get it to load in the kitchen where normally I'd like to do it when I'm cooking. But so the Wi-Fi is an issue.
And that's a good point though. Have you wanted to learn something new with some extra time on your hands now? Have you just decided to maybe like, I don't know, another language or?
Okay, well, so there's so much. Honestly, like you need to like motivate me, please, because I have been wanting to find time to study for the GMAT, which is like the business school entrance standardized test. And I really like I have my books and I want to be motivated enough to start studying, but I don't know, like for some reason I'm a little bit more motivated to go into a more like meditative, spiritual, like okay, use this alone time as kind of like a retreat kind of thing. So yeah. I will eventually study, but I started doing this thing a couple days ago on my Instagram stories, which is called 21 Days of Living, which is like my own kind of version of like, I've always said if I wasn't a musician, I would be like a motivational speaker maybe or something like that, you know, because part of being a musician, that's like how I take it. I try to inspire people through music or through what I say or whatever, meeting them, whatever it may be. And so it's been really fun because I've wanted to do something like that for a really long time. And it's just kind of like daily thoughts and exercises and activities that help me out and that I feel like I need to do. And it kind of keeps me accountable for my own kind of like positivity and optimism, which can be really hard, especially in a time like this. But it's been really interesting. This is day 3. Yeah.
The dollhouse, the picture on Instagram that I saw, you next to that dollhouse. Is that in that house that you are?
No, that's not. That was from a shoot that I did with Galore magazine. I know. I said I was going to be in that room for our chat. I wish. Oh my gosh.
It's fine. You lied to me. It's fine. I'm not.
I did. I mean, it was like I figured you knew I was kidding. So, but I mean, can you imagine you put me on live? Literal. Can you imagine if I was like in that full setup? Oh my gosh, that would be some way to quarantine.
I was hoping. That's what I was hoping, but.
I thought it like that was a photo shoot we did a few months ago, but it was like the perfect quarantine vibes with me like having a tea party with this like stuffed animal bear, and it was like literally that's what we're doing now. Have you seen that thing with the guy like cheersing his glass in the mirror?
Mm-mm.
There's so many funny quarantine like memes and stuff, but he's like cheersing his glass in the mirror like at all different angles, like it's a different friend, and I was like, I feel that.
So some parents they threw a 21st birthday party for their son who just turned 21. They called the club quarantine. The dad was bouncing outside checking his ID. He went inside the garage. His mom was bartending. It was pretty cool. I was like,
that's so cute.
Yeah, it was really neat. So stuff like that shows creative side to everybody when people are kind of stuck in the house. But what are your quarantine like must-haves? What do you need besides the llama pajamas?
Right. Well, that's number 1. Internet be nice. Just kidding. It's fine. I'm fine. Well, definitely must-have would be like scheduling FaceTimes with your friends and stuff like this where I get to see you. I haven't seen you in so long. I think it's a nice, time to reconnect with old people. That's actually, not old people, people that you haven't talked to.
This guy's old. Like, what's he in radio for? He's old.
People you haven't talked to in a while. Old friends. But, oh my God.
That's better. See, now that makes me smile.
I'm sorry. Well, that's actually today on day 3 of the 21 days thing I'm doing. It is reaching out to people you haven't talked to in a while because I did that the other day and it made me so happy. So I was like, we should all do that. So I would say like FaceTime, your favorite snacks that are like non-perishable things, like please, because if I didn't have my snacks, I don't know what I would do. I would say, I'm telling you that app Blinkist is like, I love it because I feel like you can just listen really, kind of passively throughout your day, whatever you're doing, and you're learning new things. So it kind of feels productive, but it's still like a leisure activity. And yeah, definitely pajamas. like
Pajamas.
a lot of pajamas. I just like change into different pajamas, like maybe 2 pajamas each day, and then I just keep cycling through. And I guess the final thing I would say is like getting outside, because I've been reading articles too that are like, you know, we want to make sure people know that it's not like you have to stay inside. You can go out if you're like, you guys, you know, you're near a beach or like, you know, some kind of hike or trail that, you know, people aren't really going to be on. And just if you stay away from people, you can still go outside and like get fresh air. I think that's, you know, really important. And I've been doing that every day, so that's good.
I mean, you'll get stir crazy otherwise. You'll
totally
lose your mind otherwise.
Yeah.
Well, what's next? What's next? We got to be specific. I need to know the exact snacks that are
okay.
holding you down.
Okay, so favorite snacks. What is the one thing? Okay, I guess this isn't really a snack, but I've been getting so into making stir fry, which is like the easiest thing ever. And I don't really ever have time to cook, and I like to cook, but I don't have time. So I started making this like almond butter sauce, which is like peanut sauce, but almond butter sauce, because I didn't have peanut butter on hand because I'm an almond butter person. So there's this almond butter called Artisanal almond butter, and it really tastes like no other almond butter. It's so good. And I literally mix it in like everything, like sweet potatoes. Like, I know that sounds weird, but it's really good. But this almond butter sauce is like, I will drink the sauce. It's so good. And it's literally just almond butter, soy sauce, maple syrup, and lime juice. Like, that's it.
Would you think about filming it, like cooking with Livia? Would you?
I actually did.
I
did last week. I mean, the days are blending together, so I'm pretty sure this was last week. I don't know.
You're like, what year is it at this point?
Seriously, are your days blending together, or?
It does feel like one giant day. Like, it just feels like one giant Monday. This whole thing has just felt like one giant Monday.
I don't even know anymore. It's so funny. How about you? What's your favorite quarantine snack?
I'm a fat guy at heart, so I gotta have Oreos. Oreos. I'm a dipper. I'm definitely a big old dipper. So you gotta have the Oreos, and then believe it or not, because I go on the total opposite end of that, fruit. I gotta have fruits.
Fruit.
Like, of course, apples, bananas. So
I got a lot of frozen fruit, and I've been making like one of my favorite things to make is fruit crisps. So I've been doing that. It's so good.
Have you found that you can kind of keep your portions to a minimum? Because I have no self-control.
No.
So once I stacked up, it was like day one. All that.
Oh yeah, it was like gone, and I was like, I need to ration. Like, but actually, what it is it's making me be so much like. I mean, not that I feel like I was wasteful before, but it's definitely making me consider more. Like, I need to eat all of this, and honestly, it's making me eat more, which is not a bad thing. But I'm just like, I don't want this to go bad. Like, I have to eat it all now, and then I'm like, I'm so full, keep eating.
All of a sudden, those llama pajamas are fitting a little snug.
Seriously. I don't know why, though, but I honestly feel like I put on, like, workout shorts today. Okay, the other thing I have to say is a quarantine, like, need or whatever you said must have for quarantine. Yeah. I can't speak anymore. I'm not used to social interaction, sorry. But I can't, like, form a sentence.
That's fine. Just call me old again. We'll be good. We'll be back in there.
Right, that was strike one. No, but Instagram Lives. Oh, my gosh. I've been watching, you know, Sophie Tucker, of course, that group. They're, like, my favorite. I went to their concert once. They're amazing. And they have a Instagram Live every day where they do a DJ set at, like, 10 a.m. for me, 10 a.m. Pacific time. And it makes me so happy to watch it. Like, it really does feel like we're together, and it kind of feels like futuristically cool in a way. You know that we're all over the world watching their live. So I was working out to today. But I was like, these shorts, like, I'm eating so much, and for some reason I think I'm just so stressed out and, like, nervous about the world. I think I'm, like, losing weight. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I don't know what this is all about, because I'm eating, like, I never eat, like, all the, like, tons of pasta, tons of ice cream. Like, it's all, like, you know, that, like, carby stuff that you have to, that's gonna go, it won't go bad, you know?
That's how you gotta go. And the coolest thing about this is I like the interaction, because sometimes when you're doing an Instagram Live, you're kind of just looking at yourself. Yes, there's some comments in here, but it kind of be like, just like, okay, I'm just hanging out here.
I know, I have to be doing something, or, like, the cooking, you know. Even then, I'm like, I'm just babbling at this point. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
So,
I did see a comment. I saw one comment earlier. I don't know where it was because it just kind of popped up. But it said, like, it could be 2023 at this point. And I was like, to be honest, I know. I don't know who said that.
I mean, it's like a Vegas casino. There's no clocks. No one has any concept of time. It's just
seriously. The hard part for me is not knowing what's gonna happen. Like, not to get negative, right? But, like, that's when I kind of start to get upset and, like, spiral more. Is when I'm like, when is it? Like, we don't have it. We don't know. It's uncertainty. Uncertainty is always the hardest thing, you know. Oh my God, have you ever seen the show The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
Yes, of course.
Oh my God. Okay, so my mom and I literally keep saying we're the Indiana mole women. Like we're like, you know, turning the thing where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what she has to sing? It reminds us so much of that. Also because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Well, that's true. I mean, you know, you're basically living it now. It's a documentary on your life. So except you didn't get kidnapped, so it's actually better. It's actually more positive.
Well, exactly. That's a great show.
Oh, it's amazing. Tina Fey. Anything Tina Fey does is amazing. And then, what's her name? Ali Kemper, I think it is?
Ali Kemper. She's so funny. But people say that I remind them of Kimmy because, you know, I'm like, you can probably see. Just like as her chipperness. So, yeah, now it's just a whole nother level.
So you have the pets around too? Are the pets out and about?
I have Luke. He's not. If I try to go get Luke, I'm gonna lose service. And also, Luke is 17. He's the world's largest Yorkie. I know we've talked about him before, but he's like, Lukey has like the most specific schedule of existence. You know, he's doing really well for 17. But it's honestly, this is kind of a really nice thing to have this really special time with Lukey. Because 17 is a long time for a puppy, and he's doing pretty well. But still, it's like his time is very precious. So it's nice to be here with him all the time. You know.
Yeah, we don't want to have to force him on camera. One, because we don't want to put the spotlight on him like that, and two, you said
it will cut out. Yeah, it's the dark ages.
So I also saw you tease on social media that you have a remix for "Say It" for "Stay In."
Yeah.
Is that true?
Oh, it's absolutely true. It's, as my opinion, it may actually rival the original. So,
really?
Yes, it's very, fitting for the times right now as well. So, if you'd like, I can.
Yes, 100%. You're like, you know where I was going with that.
Hold on, wait, because
Just keep it on the beanbag. Keep it on the beanbag.
I need the lyrics because. Hold on. I need the lyrics because I'm gonna forget and just like start singing the wrong one. Okay, here we go. So this is. She says, "I love that she's in her PJs." Aren't we all in our PJs? Come on, make me feel better. If you missed this before, llama pajamas. So it's a rhyme as well. Okay, so here it is.
Make a song llama pajamas.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna be really prolific in this time. So I'm really good at parody songs. Like that's always been like, if we're in the studio working on a song, like I'm already writing the parody in the moment. So this is my time to shine. Here's my little lyrics.
There you go.
Here. Okay. Stay in, stay in, stay in. Why don't you stay in, stay in, stay in? You can have a lot of fun right here in your house, so why do you keep trying to go out? You know you should stay in, stay in, stay in. Why don't you stay in, stay in, stay in? Building on the crisis, we could help out instead. Do something, all I'm asking is stay in bed. Sorry, I'm cracking up.
Live from the only room with Wi-Fi.
Right, literally. What is it? Oh no, I lost it. Where'd it go? I was gonna read them to you, yeah. Why stay in, stay in, stay in? Why don't you stay in, stay in, stay in? You could have a lot of fun right here in your house, so why do you keep trying to go out? You know you should stay in, stay in, stay in. Why don't you stay in, stay in, stay in? Building on the crisis, we could help out instead. Do something, all I'm asking is stay in bed.
That, you know what? You have another hit right there. A hit on top of a hit. That doesn't happen often. Not too many people parody their own songs. So
I've actually, so I had this old song, Parachute. And I forget, we had so many different parodies, and it was like parody, for parachute, and then we did like pair of shoes, and there was just a lot. There was, I always do that. I forget. And also, with Damn, I think I probably told you this before, but my song Damn, like whenever we would talk about it or there'd be like emails about it, it would be like, we need to talk about the Damn video. Or, everyone sounds angry. Like it's the Damn song. The Damn promo tour,
And obviously you can see by the comments, everybody's loving the remix. So,
oh yeah, oh my gosh.
They need it out immediately.
I'll just release it. I should make the whole song lyrics for the rest of well, the thing is, I almost did, because the first verse, it goes, sitting close to me, I'm reading what you wanted. And I was like, sitting close to me, like something, you're supposed to be 6 feet away. Like, I have to figure out how to make that work. But it's going to work.
I have no doubt. As long as you're wearing those llama pajamas and you're just
anything's possible. Oh my God, they're not even like properly on. I'm a mess. I'm sorry. I'm not fit for society anymore. It's only been like a couple weeks.
Let me ask you a real question. What do you think the people would want to see? You all dolled up, makeup, looking perfect, or you being real in the llama pajamas on a beanbag?
I mean, I'm pretty sure that we'd rather have, you know, everyone in pajamas right now because, like, I know for sure it makes me feel better. Like, you being, like, formally, like, at work, seated with, like, your backdrop, it's kind of stressing me out because I'm just like, whoa.
It was either this or rolls of toilet paper, so I went with this.
Right.
So
oh, you've been hoarding? You're stocked up?
Yeah. I got the Nerf gun for protection in case people try to steal my stash of TPs.
That's good.
We're good.
Wow, I miss a really good, like, Nerf gun war. Those are fun.
Well, next time you come back to West Palm, you got a Nerf gun war.
I'm so excited. We did that on tour one day. We had, like, a boys versus girls, like, Nerf gun battle, and it was, like, all throughout all the dressing rooms, just, like, through the whole day. I don't know why it was just, like, one day epic Nerf gun battle, and then it, like, didn't happen again, but it was really fun.
It is fun. I hit a buddy of mine. He was sitting on the couch. It was a beautiful shot, but I got him in the side of the eye.
Oh, no.
I feel so bad. You ever feel so terrible instantly, but you don't want to laugh because you were like, that was a good shot, but at the same time, you're like, I hope I didn't mess up his eye.
Well, I laugh when I'm uncomfortable. So, yeah.
You used to get me in trouble in school all the time.
Yeah. Oh, my God, that's so funny. Yeah, we had, like, one of my dogs had a, or not one of my dogs, I'm sorry. I literally can't speak. What is this? I'm afraid now. I need to get out in the world.
We'll learn sign language. Next time we'll do this totally inside.
Perfect. Oh, my God, that's one thing to learn. So one of my dog's toys was like this platypus with like all these little platypus eggs that you could like fit inside, and they would like, it was, whatever. And so we would always have platypus egg fights, like me and my friend. And one time my friend hit me right in the eye, like right in the eye with the platypus egg. But I was fine, but it was just like, I think that was the end of our platypus egg battle.
I mean, it's all fun and games till somebody loses an eye in the platypus egg battle.
Literally.
Everybody says that.
I don't feel like that sentence has ever been said before. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, we did it. We did.
Yeah, you pioneered that phrase.
Well, you know what? I couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a team.
So, Livvia, you want to see if anybody has some questions for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Harry the Platypus. I love it. So, yeah, if you guys have some questions, of course, ask away.
Also, while we're waiting for that, I just have to mention, like, our last time hanging out when I was in Florida actually was, like, the greatest ever, wasn't it? When we did the game, the
Harry Potter trivia?
Harry Potter and the Jonas Brothers trivia, and I think I got all of them right on both. Did I?
You did.
Okay. Sorry, I just have to be, like, teacher's pet.
But you did match up. Was it the Jonas one or was it the Harry Potter?
The Harry Potter one. She and I had the exact same answers every time. Like, we, like, almost same wording. Like, it was great. She was like a perfect opponent.
I like how some of the questions we had, you were like, well, technically, it's not actually that. I was like, that's how you know she's
Oh, my God. I know. I really, if anyone ever needs, like, a partner for Harry Potter trivia, I'm your person.
That's what we should do next time. We should do it IG Live Harry Potter trivia.
So down. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, just test me.
I just realized that I'd be battling against you, and then I'm gonna lose. So maybe we'll do different trivia. Maybe we'll do different trivia.
Oh no, yeah, general trivia I wouldn't have as much luck with. Harry Potter, I just have this weird, too much knowledge. I like literally took a class in Harry Potter at UC Berkeley, right?
Yeah.
It's like a whole new level. Oh, go ahead.
Were you able to wear the outfits in the class or no?
Yeah, we actually, so they split you into 4 different houses. They don't tell you who you are, like which house you are, but we all knew what we were, and we guessed right, and in the end they told us we were the Gryffindors, and I was prefect of my house, and then I was head girl of the whole thing because I'm like that intense. And one day there was a costume contest, and we won because I brought in I have like all this random like scarves and stuff from like Harry Potter parties and stuff. I just like I think
so shocking.
I think my house, like, yeah, I know. They kind of loved me, but they kind of didn't. Like, I think I kind of scared them because I was so, like, determined to win the house cup, which we did, But, I was always like, put this on. Like, okay, like, bring the thing. Like, we need to cook. Like, you get points if you make food. Like, who wants to cook with me? Like, it was so funny. I have, like, very embarrassing, like, motivational, like, texts I used to send in the group chat. Like, guys, we only get one chance to win the house cup. We're not actually at Hogwarts. We don't have 7 years. We have one chance.
All of a sudden, you play Eminem song in the background. It's like, yo.
Seriously.
Here we go.
I know. Yeah.
Mom spaghetti. I love how we ask. You're welcome, Hybrid, and don't thank me. Thank Livia. She's the
Oh,
star on
no,
this
thank
one.
you.
No, of
Yeah,
course.
no, thank you for having
I
me.
love how. There we go. There's a question. Do you miss the UK? Because everyone's just like, I love you. It's like, any questions? I love you. Do you remember me?
Well, yeah. Oh my gosh, she says mom spaghetti. Yeah. So also that line. Why does that like the like preeminent Eminem line that everybody remembers? Mom spaghetti. But
That's a good question.
the UK, I literally miss the UK so much. It was the place I was just there like right before this whole craziness came about. I was touring with the Jonases in the UK at the start of this whole thing, and it was the most amazing tour. Whenever I'm in the UK, I just have the best time, and whether it's just driving through the countryside like between shows, and it's just so beautiful, and there's sheep, and there were baby sheep, and I actually started tearing up when there were baby sheep. It was like just, oh my god. But where I am now kind of feels like the UK. It's like really beautiful and green, and it's spring this time of year, so I was just I was pretending I was back there. But being in London itself, my favorite bakery in the entire world, of course we're bringing it back to food again, but it's called Cookies and Scream. And it's like a vegan and gluten-free bakery, and they have like the most incredible milkshake of all time. Their affogato shake, so it's like vanilla ice cream with espresso, and I don't drink coffee ever, but I drink like 3 of the milkshakes in a row, so I get like this crazy like sugar and caffeine high at the same time. You can see I already talk really fast, so like I get like crazy sugar high and caffeine high when I'm there. But I won't go to London. I won't be there for like months or even a year on for at a time. And I'll walk in, and they're like, no, they remember me. Actually, the last time I was there over the summer before coming back this past couple months for tour, oh my god, she knows Cookies and Scream. This person, Cookies and Scream. Oh my god, that just made me so happy. No, so this is a funny story. So I hadn't been to London in like 2 years or 3, maybe even longer, honestly. And I get to London. First thing I do is I go to Cookies and Scream. I walk in the door. I'm trying to be calm. They had moved locations, and I, walk in the door. I'm trying to be discreet, not freak out. This guy's working there. He didn't work there before, like 8 years ago when I was there, and they were at a previous location. I order something. The owner's in the back talking to somebody else, and I kind of saw her at the corner of my eye, and she goes, "Oh my God, it's Affogato Girl," and he goes, "That's Affogato Girl?" And I'm like, "You didn't even work here before." I was like a legend there because they were like, "Yeah, you'd come in and you'd have like 3 in a row." We were like, "I don't know how she does it."
Look at that infamous at Cookies and Scream. That's
I'm their biggest fan. I literally don't know. I can't believe she knows it. Oh my gosh.
small world. You know what else we need to do when you finally get back this way? We need to take a trip to Orlando, because obviously once Universal Studios opens back up, have you rode the motorcade ride?
I have not. I'm dying to. Is it so good?
It is so amazing. I got fortunate enough we got to ride it twice in a row, but I'm not going to spoil anything. It's one of those rides that is so surprising that you can't spoil it for somebody. That's all I'm going to say.
Wait, oh my God, that's so
there's so many things. There was one point when I just looked, I was like, did that really happen? Like, I don't
can't wait.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Well, my favorite ride is, and we don't have it in the LA version of Harry Potter World, but it's the Green Guts one, the bank.
You like that one?
I think that ride is, you don't like that one?
No, I like that one. The one that, because you went on the one that's actually in Hogwarts, right? It kind of looks like spider arms or grip.
Well, there's too many spiders in that one for me.
That's a 3 Dramamine ride for me. I got to just make sure we're good to go, because I was like,
it is really like, it's really, but I love the Quidditch part of that ride, and when you're like flying through the, on the lake, but the spider part, I can't.
You're like, no, thank you. Let's close our eyes. We're closing.
Oh, I closed my eyes that whole part. Yeah, totally. One time it broke, because I've done this, you can imagine. So I've done the ride many times, but one time it broke when I was in the Dementor portion of the ride. And it was like so scary because we were just there and there's like Dementors in your face and you're just like, okay, like no. At least it wasn't the spider part.
Yeah. How much different is the one in out on the West Coast and then the one in Orlando?
Okay, not to hate on the West Coast, but it is so anticlimactic because I went to the Florida one first. So we don't have Diagon Alley. And we don't have the Hogwarts Express, so we only have Hogsmeade and Hogwarts. So it really doesn't feel like my favorite part is Diagon Alley and and riding the train and everything. It like makes the whole world feel complete. Whereas when you only have part of it, But, you know, I don't know if you know, but there was a famous theater called, or like amphitheater, really big, called the Gibson Amphitheater that used to be where Hogwarts was at Universal in LA. And that's where I had like my first big show ever. And I was also I was the last female solo artist to ever play that before they tore it down and turned it into Hogwarts. So I feel like there's some like really special like magic going on in that spot for me. And honestly, like the only thing, I loved that venue though, oh my God, because I had seen the Jonas Brothers there many years before, like with all my friends. And then years later I opened for them, and that was the show that I'm talking about. And so it's really, really special and magical, and it's like, was such a beautiful stage. It was like curved and like circular and so cool, and like one of just the coolest venues ever. But the only thing that I would be okay with them tearing it down for would be Hogwarts. So it worked out.
Either that, or you'd be out there like if you're protecting a tree, you just
oh my God, seriously, I know. So
you're like,
true.
You're not tearing this down. Wait, Hogwarts is coming here? Okay.
Hogwarts? Okay, never mind. Go ahead. I'll help you.
All of a sudden, you put the hard hat on, you'd be like, we're good.
Seriously, I'm just picturing that, like the switch. So true.
So, Livia, obviously, you're going to be quarantined for a little bit, but what do you have coming up? What do you have on the horizon? Anything special planned? Because obviously, we've taken up a bunch of your time, and you're awesome, by the way. So, thank you for kicking it with us.
Awesome. No, I've been so excited for this. Seriously, I've missed you guys so much. And I literally think about how much fun we had that time so much. It was like such a great interview, such a great day. But yeah, so what do I have? Oh yeah, you've taken up so much of my time while I'm here sitting at home. But how could you? I'm so busy. Well, I was working on some really exciting things right before everything kind of shut down. And unfortunately, I can't really talk about it, but it was like a very interesting pivot that's going to, you know, be really, really cool when it finally comes to fruition. And I'm really excited. So in the meantime, I'm just writing more. I had some obviously songs that, you know, are kind of on hold right now, but it's going to be great when we finally come back to it. And just kind of keep doing what I'm doing, hopefully putting out music that you guys love. And my ultimate goal, though, is always to inspire and empower and just be like a positive force. And I feel like now more than ever, I was sort of feeling myself kind of that light kind of dimming and feeling kind of down. So I'm like, I got to just knock that out. We're going to be positive. We're going to get back to, you know, who I am. And I'm going to take everybody on this, you know, journey with me. So that's why I'm having so much fun doing this 21 days of living on my Instagram story and stuff. So, yeah.
And day 3, just for those of you that are joining us now, day 3 of 21 Days of Living, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah. And there's an Instagram highlight, so you can always go back to the beginning and start from the top. Nothing's ever complicated. Like, you could do all day 1 and 2 and 3 in, like, one day. So, you know, it's nothing like, you know, write a 5-paragraph essay on your feelings. Like, it's not that.
Make sure it's works cited and double spaced, you know? So that's how you gotta
exactly. Do it. I'll be grading them.
There you go. Well, Livvia, thank you so much for our first ever social distance hangout. I've never felt
so
closer.
honored.
We're thousands of miles away, and I never felt closer.
Oh, I know, me too. Virtual hugs, everybody.
Aw, love my pajamas. You know what? Next time I'm wearing PJs.
Seriously, I know. I will watch.
So make sure you give the doggy a pet for me. Say hi to Mama Dukes, and then obviously we will talk soon, and then see you hopefully sooner rather than later once this is all.
I cannot wait. Yeah, we'll go to Harry Potter World.
Yes,
and thank you guys for watching.
I want to be there when you ride that ride for the first time. Just because it's one of those rides, once you're on it, the reaction you're going to see from first-timers is almost as good as the ride itself.
Wait, I'm so excited. It's actually giving me something to like dream about and hope for now. There you go. First thing I do when I'm out of quarantine.
Well, Livvia, I love you. You're the best. And
I love you. Bye,
I will
guys.
see you soon.
I
Thank
can't
you
wait.
for watching. Of course, we'll leave this up so you guys can relive the magic that we just created here. So.
And I'll read the comments because I've been paying attention to you. So now I'll read the comments.
Always blame me. You call me old. Now you're blaming me for not reading the comments. I see how.
No. I was just saying I'll read the comments afterwards.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Bye. Enjoy. Now you can roam around the house again.
I know, seriously. Right, because I don't need to worry about the internet.
Yeah. You're the best. Seriously. Thank you so much.
You are. Bye.
Bye.